Hey yo, salute to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody else passing through. YouTube, what's good? This is the first video in the new year. It's officially 2017. It's January 1st. And no, this is not a video about me talking about new year, new me. Don't worry. I'm not really into that. Y'all know that's not my style. I work on me every day. If I find something that can be better, I fix it. I don't wait for no New Year's resolutions or anything like that. What I did stop by to talk about, though, is the YouTube channel, my other platforms, the podcast, the Facebook group. It's going to be a lot more content this year. I think with the YouTube channel, I had something like 60 videos that I uploaded last year. I'm going to be looking to triple that in 2017. So it's going to be a lot more content heavy. In the way of subject matter, it's going to be a lot of different topics incorporated, a lot more talking points and things like that. The podcast is starting to ramp up. I'm also going to be doing a spinoff to my podcast with my podcast partner, Tyrone Desperado. We're going to be creating a show that's going to run on the same platform with the podcast, Life, Relationships, and everything in between, but it's going to have its own name. He's going to be like a permanent co-host on that show, and I'm still going to do that on top of my normal podcast that I'm going to be doing every week, sometimes twice a week. I'm going to be getting a lot more people to guest host episodes to bring a lot more content and topics because, my guest hosts, when they come through on my podcast, they choose a topic. I don't choose a topic. It's usually something that's close to them, that's personal to them, that they had to go through or deal with, and that's how my podcast episodes come about. So for the people who be hitting me up like, yo, I can't believe you did a podcast on that, and whatever, I don't choose the topics. You come through, you hit me up. I'm always extending the invitation. Whatever it is that you want to talk about, I don't think of these topics. I have no idea when somebody hits me up to do a guest host episode with me what they're going to want to talk about. I might have like a quick 10 to 15 minute conversation with them literally right before we record the podcast of what it is they want to talk about and things like that. It's not scripted. It's not really formatted. It's just a conversation, and we just go back and forth, and that's how I do it. Now, the show that I'm going to be doing with Tyrone, that's going to be more of a scripted, more of a formatted show. It's going to have different segments. It's going to be a lot more structured. So stay tuned for that. I think we're going to have our first episode, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be coming out the week of MLK Day. So look forward to that. That's going to be a big one. Also, I'm about to start writing my second book. Can't really put out the name yet, only because I have to copyright it and all that. Haven't done that yet. That's a little bit of a process, but that's going to be looking to hit Amazon Kindle, iTunes in the next 3 to 5 months. So I keep y'all up to date with that as well. As far as all my subscribers and everybody else who watches my content, yo, I salute y'all for coming through, and I salute all of the feedback I get. And I get some feedback from people definitely like, yo, we like the videos, we need more like it. It's real shit. Because what I put on my platforms is stuff that people don't talk about, but people go through every day. And they talk about it in locker rooms and barbershops, with their friends and more private sessions. And all I do is take what we go through in private and just bring it to an open forum, because I think the more of us that starts to realize that we all deal with these things every day, I think it starts to become a little bit easier to deal with. Because if you realize that the things that you deal with in your everyday life and the struggles and just going through the bullshit, when you start to realize that you're not the only one going through it does become a little more normal to you. You tend to feel a little bit less stressed out about having to deal with it when you understand and realize that, we all just struggling to make it and trying to get by the best way we know how. Whether it be relationships, parenting, whether it be dealing with, racism in our community, whatever it is. So it's going to be a lot more content, a lot more topics. Stay tuned for that. And it's going to be a hell of a year. So I appreciate y'all for always stopping through, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace and love.